Welcome back, trainers, and today we're going to be taking a look at shiny Haxorus in the Fantasy Cup for the Ultra League. This was amazing. Let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. So $65, what's up with that? Well, that's how many raids it took me to get my shiny Axew when they were released for that time. And we're going to be going with Earthquake, Night Slash, as well as Counter. Now, if you're thinking, well, why was it with that? Well, we have those steel types roaming around. We got a lot of steel, so we don't really want to use Dragon Claw. Sure, you have your other dragons, but Night Slash is just going to be serving us a little bit better. And it is going to be coming in clutch. You're going to be seeing us hitting these people with Earthquake and taking them out of one shot where they thought, oh, they probably have Dragon Claw or Night Slash is what they're going to use. And then all of a sudden I hit them with Earthquake. They do shield up that Melmetal though, but we're going to be taking some wins here where people have two shields and they're not trying to flex. They're just holding on to it for the last battle. But then I hit him with Earthquake and it's just too late after that. So with that said, if you do enjoy my videos, please give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. And let's see what we have going on here. We're going to be pairing it up with Gramble and Solgaleo. There you go. Saying it right out the gate. Let's go. But I'm sure I'm not saying it right some way, somehow. Okay, so we're going to be able to take that win there with the Gramble, charming them down with the most skill possible. You better believe it. Next battle, met with a Reshiram. Love to see this. It does have Fire Fang resisted, but they swap into their Gramble. And we're going to go ahead and bring in our Solgaleo here. Now, I probably did this a little bit backwards. We should have went for Psychic Fangs and then the Flamethrower, but it doesn't really matter. They're going to be letting it go, so hey, we're looking good here. Perfect. They still have two shields, taking down that Gramble, bringing back that Reshiram, which is going to be able to Fire Fang us down and farm us all the way down, coming out of this with energy. A couple of Fire Fangs, so not that much more energy. Bringing in the Haxorus, we do need to look out for those charge moves, but we're going to be able to resist that Fire Fang, and it takes a minute for them to get to a charge move, so we're looking pretty good. They're retreating with energy. They've got 0 shields, bringing in a Gardevoir here, so we had to swap immediately and not throw a charge move. We're going to go ahead and throw our Night Slash immediately here. We did get to a crunch right as we were going down with the Gramble, but this is perfectly fine. They're only going to have one charge move. They hit me with an Overheat. This is perfect. We get to the Night Slash, and Haxorus is able to take the win for us. And again, it wasn't like, oh, it's lacking and the other Pokemon are kind of picking up the slack. It had its moments. No, it did pretty good most of the time. Next battle, met with a Giratina. They're going to be swapping into their Excavalier. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Solgaleo here and light this thing on fire, and of course they're hitting me with an acid spray, so I'm not going to make the mistake that I did before. We're not going to get greedy. We're just going to go ahead and throw the not very effective Psychic Fangs to take them out before they get to a drill run, because they were going to be able to get there. Bringing back that Giratina. If it's a Shadow Sneak, it's going to be almost enough to take us out. It is a Dragon Claw, but they did hit us with an Acid, so it is going to be doing a little bit more. Going for the Psychic Fangs to lower their stats here, and of course they're going to be bringing in that Gramble, wasting no time. And they're going to throw a charge move. This is going to be doing some decent damage if it's not. Oh, but it's Dragon Claws. Never mind, resisted. Bringing in a Lucario, and you can already see what's happening here. Going to go for the crunch on the Gramble, getting a shield from them, swapping into our Haxorus here. I'm suspecting this is going to be a Power-Up Punch, and we're going to go ahead and let that go. Countering them down with super effective counter. And we're going to go for the Night Slash, and this is looking pretty good here. Now, they're going to be able to get a little bit of farm, but can we get to one more? We got the attack boost, and getting to another Night Slash with the Haxorus to take the win for us at the end. As you can see, putting in the work. See, this thing's amazing. All right, next battle, we're going to be met with an Escavalier. This is not particularly great, but our Shadow Charm is going to really be digging into that Steel type nonetheless. Now, a lot of people like to go for that Acid and get you right out the gate, so I was going to let it go, and of course, they hit me with a Drill Run this time. If I would have shielded it up, it would have been an Acid. Everything's backwards, always and forever. Feels like I'm battling bots a lot of the times. Okay, so we're going to be getting a shield out of them, bringing in the Solgaleo. We're going to have to shield this up, despite if they hit me with an Acid Spray. Yep, and then that's what it is. So they lowered our defense, but we couldn't really mess around because it could have been a Drill Run to one-shot us. Bringing in a Empoleon. So we're going to go ahead and go Flamethrower, swap into our Haxorus, and hope there's not a fairy in the back, and we have a freaking Steelix. Folks, let's get it. Are we going to go for Earthquake? I was contemplating whether or not we should. Letting the Psychic Fangs go. That Dragon Tail is really digging in. Going to go straight for the Earthquake here. Can we one-shot them? And we do. They still had a shield left. Bringing in the Empoleon, and we're going to be able to finish it off with a Haxorus. We could have let this go and bring in our last Pokemon, but we're going to go ahead and let the star of the show finish it off for us here, and we're taking that win. Next battle, met with another Steel type. Lovely. That's okay. We got something to handle that. We're going to immediately swap into the Solgaleo. If you're thinking, whoa, that's not the best swap in, well, I was hoping for them to retreat, and that's exactly what they did. Unfortunately, they did retreat with energy on that thing, so we had to look out for that later on. And bringing in a Giratina Origin, or Origin, yeah. So, yeah, this is fine. Going for 2 Psychic Fangs. Obviously, we are not going to be bringing in Haxorus to counter them down. We're going to go ahead and bring in the Granbull here. Hopefully, they don't get to a charge move. 1, 2 charms, and they're out of here because of that defense drop. Knowing that they're going to be bringing in the Excadrill here, so we're going to go ahead and immediately swap. And it's not like I'm catching because we're still going to be shielding this up. So, yeah, they're staying here and retreating into their Tapu Koko. Folks, are we going to land an Earthquake with 2 shields? Are we going to get them right here? Oh, hell yeah, we are. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's get it. So we're taking them out. They weren't trying to flex. They just weren't expecting the Earthquake, and there's nothing they can do anymore because we're going to counter down their little mole, and we take that win. Next battle is going to be met with a Komo. Oh, finally, we got a good lead here. What are they going to swap into? An Excadrill. All right, so we're going to go ahead and bring in our Solgaleo again to light that thing up. We're going to unfortunately have to shield this up, but it's not too unfortunate because what are they going to be bringing back? The Komo. So we're in a pretty good position here despite having to use a shield. We're going to be doing super effective with Psychic Fangs to that Fighting type and Dragon. So let's see what they bring in, and there it is, Komo. So we're going to go straight for it here, and we're looking pretty good. We can really dig into this thing while it does have not very effective Dragon Tail here. And I'm going to let this go. You can go ahead and hit me with a close combat if you want. It is going to be a Dragon Claw absorbing that because it's not very effective. Going for another Psychic Fangs. Will this be enough to take them out? Of course it is. Okay, bringing in a Granbull. And they had a plan all along, didn't they? So this is getting a little bit risque. All right. We're going to have to bring in the Granbull and just do as much damage as we can here. And then we're actually going to let this go. Bring in the Haxorus and finish off the Granbull with 2 shields. With the counter, not even getting Stab Haxorus. Let's get it, folks. Next battle. You gotta love this thing with Earthquake. It's amazing. Another good lead up against Giratina. They're gonna be swapping into a Tapu Fin. And I bring in the Solgaleo. Now, I could have went with Haxorus, but it would have been a giveaway. I mean, they could have been thinking, okay, I guess I have water moves. You know, that's resisted. I have to hit a Moonblast here, so they bring in their Haxorus, resisting it with the Dragon, right? But I'm not trying to build up all that Earthquake damage for them to shield it up. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and play this situation out. Now, I'm not going to bring in the Haxorus to counter them down. Now that I said it, I probably will, right? Because everything's always opposite. But we're going to bring in the Granbull because I don't want to reveal it quite yet, so they don't know I have the Haxorus on the team. And let's see what they do here. Bringing in a Zacian. Okay, so we need to do as much damage as we can here. Getting a little bit nervous because they do have Snarl, which is going to be able to farm up quick. So I swap in the Haxorus, and I think, unfortunately, we're just going to have to sacrifice it. Yeah, that's just the way it's going to have to be. And we're going to have to take the win here by charming. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, we got 2 shields. We're going to charm down that Giratina, no problem. This is not the altered, so it's not going to be able to just absorb the charm. So we go for the crunch to try to get the defense drop. Usually you'd want to just keep on going quick moves at that point. If you do have a move that can debuff them, I guess go ahead and throw that. And we take the win there. Next battle, going to be met with a Togekiss. We got the charm off going here. And this is fine, I guess, as long as it's not going to be matched up against the Haxorus here. So going for the crunch, let's see if they want a shield to win that swap, and they're going to be letting it go. And we win that matchup. Oh, and in Empoleon, we're going to bring in that Haxorus resisting water and having a freaking ball here. And they swap, and they've got a Latios in the back. This is very interesting. And shiny at that. So we are going to be resisting everything. Psychic, Dragon. There's nothing else they can hit us with. Luster Plurge is not even going to be able to do anything. They go for a Psychic, though, and we're Steel and Psychic ourselves, so it's going to be massively resisted. But that's their best option at this point here, just to go for that to try to get the defense drop. Getting to another Psychic Fangs, unfortunately not able to get it off. I'm going to shield it up. It didn't have to, but I think it's probably best because we don't want to go up against that Dragon Breath user, getting stabbed with our counter user, which is going to be resisted. Taking him out and bringing in the Haxorus immediately to go up against this Empoleon here. Going for the Night Slash. Can we get a boost? Oh, no, it doesn't really matter at this point. We're looking good, and we're going to be able to shield this up, counter them down, and take the win. Do you like this video or what, folks? If you do, please give it a thumbs up. If you do enjoy this commentary and gameplay. Next battle, we have a bad lead up against Melmetal, so we're going to go ahead and swap into our Solgaleo and take it from here. We're going to let this go, probably a superpower. There it is, and swap into what? A Togekiss. Okay, sounds good. Now, this is backwards yet again. Should have went for Psychic Fangs. and then the flamethrower, and they're shielding up the flamethrower right out the gate, so that's a little bit unfortunate when we could have went for a couple of psychic things and bring them down even lower here. We're going to have to bring in our Gramble to go up against them because obviously Haxorus gets completely walled by Togekiss with all of its moves, Earthquake, Night Slash, and Counter. Letting that flamethrower go because I'm going to put all of my hope into the Haxorus. Do you think we can do this, folks? Up against the Metal, let's get it. What do we have to worry about? Everything pretty much because it's all neutral. Now we need to go for, I wanted to go for Earthquake, but we're going to go for Night Slash here. Let's get it. All right, getting the shield, getting the last shield. Now we're going to go for Earthquake, and I felt like this was a bit an overkill situation. They hit me with Acid Spray, but it's kind of not because we needed to take them out as soon as possible. I don't want to take any more of that counter damage. Bringing in the Melmetal, and we get to the Night Slash right as they get to their charge move. CMP tie, we're taking the win with the Haxorus yet again, putting in that damn work. I'm loving this thing. Next battle, we're met with a good lead up against spacing out Kingdra. Okay, they're going to be swapping into Clefable. We bring in our Solgaleo here to resist everything. Even if they get to a charge move, we can let that go. It's all resisted. Steel, Psychic, Fairy. We're looking good here. Solgaleo is pretty OP. I'm going to have to say it's Metagross type with the Fire move. Pretty good. We're going to farm them down here. Oh, I guess not. I got a little nervous. Pretty close, but I think we're going to just about able to get to another Psychic Fangs, and we do. Perfect. Lowering their stats and just doing a little bit of damage to the Kingdra there. Bringing in the Gramble, they immediately swap into their Escavalier, and we bring in our Haxorus to go to town to hack that thing up. Let's get it going for the Night Slash here, and they're shielding it up. No boost, but this thing was getting the boost. I'm not calling it out every time. Don't think it was getting the boost when I needed it. It was like right at the end, the last KO move, like, gee, thanks. Gee, thanks, Haxorus in game. All right, so it's all up to the Gramble here, folks. So we're going to go ahead and shield up that Drill Run. Good. Good thing it wasn't an Acid Spray. And can we charm them down? We do. Looking good here. And then comes the Kingdra, and that's pretty much good night, sleep tight, and we're taking that win. Yeah, we had a good lead. All right, next battle, we're going to be met with a Shadow Gramble. Let's go. We got that mirror match going here, but they have Snarl. Okay, that's a big difference, and we can let all this go unless they did have, was it Play Rough? That's neutral, but everything else is going to be not very effective. They throw the Crunch, swap into the Melmetal, and we're going to go ahead and go for our own Crunch. Could have went for the fighting move, but I don't. That doesn't really matter. Swapping into our Haxorus here because I don't really want to take superpowers from the Solgaleo. Even though it's going to be doing less damage, I'm just enjoying this matchup here a little bit more. Haxorus is going to have to go down yet again. I mean, it puts in the work when we need it to. Sometimes I just got to use it as a shield. I mean, it's not because of it. It's just certain circumstances from what I've seen, right? Getting it geared up for the back line. Anyways, what do we got here? They're going to be bringing in Giratina. And we're going to be able to charm them down as they do bring in their Gramble. And we're going to, this is going to get a little close here. Little close. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull this off. We got the Haxorus in the back with a little bit of HP, right? Yeah. Oh, no, Solgaleo. The Haxorus is gone. Okay, I'm out of it, folks. All right, so here we go. Going for the Psychic Fangs here. And we're going to be able to pull this off. I didn't think it was going to happen, but the Solgaleo coming in for us at the end when we needed it, and we're taking that win. Let's go. Now, a lot of people do have Dragon Claw and Ancient Power, so if you're seeing them throw Dragon Claw, like, they're noobs. No, they're going for the stronger move that's getting stabbed. Anyway, Shadow Sneak is something you probably want to run. All right, so we're looking good up against this Caesar here. This is great. Unfortunately, we are going to have to shield to win this matchup because Night Slash is super effective. Farming them down, coming out of this with a good amount of energy. Actually, quite a bit of energy. Bringing back that Lucario. Okay, what do you got? A Charm User and a Fairy in the back? Going for another Psychic Fangs here. We got one shield out of them. Will we get another? And we do. They want to double shield that Lucario and farm us all the way down. Sounds good. We still got a shield left. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Gramble. We do need to look out for Shadow Ball. So we're going to shield this up. It is an Aura Sphere, which would have still done a decent amount of damage. And they've got a Togekiss back here. Ooh, we got a Haxorus. Are we going to be able to pull this off, folks? I don't know. This is getting a little close. Let's see what we can do. Bringing in the Haxorus to counter them down. Let's get it. And countering down the Lucario. Let's get it. And we're taking that win. Haxorus said, I got you. Next battle, met with a Steelix. Horrible lead here. We could stay, but you're going to see this is going to be a pretty interesting battle. So we swap into the Solgaleo. They bring in their Garchomp here. So we got two ground types on their team so far. Sounds good to me. Alright, so obviously they're going to be probably going for Earth Power. We're going to let it go. I don't care if they bait us. If they do, that's fantastic, because I'm not going to be shielding it up. You can go ahead and one-shot me here, because I'm going to be bringing in the Gramble to take care of business. And by the time we charm them down, should have a little bit more. One charm, never mind. I was going to say we're going to come out of this with so much energy. I forgot we debuffed them. They go down in one charm, bringing in that Steelix yet again. So we do resist that Dragon Tail pretty massively, so we don't have to really worry about that so much. Letting the first Psychic Fangs go, shielding up the next one, and we're going to kind of have to work around this. Now that Dragon Tail is going to be doing a whole hell of a lot of damage to our Haxorus, but I'm just going to have to make the plunge and throw it in here anyways, and let the Psychic Fangs go, and hope that there's something in the back that we can handle, and it is going to be that Escavalier. Folks, are we going to land this Earthquake? Are we going to... Come on, Haxorus. Oh my goodness, there you go, folks. See? Having Earthquake on this thing is quite amazing. Bringing back the Gramble, and I kind of thought I was going to lose this matchup here, but then I started seeing it, and I was like, wait a minute, we have that massive resistance. We'll let that first Psychic Fangs go, and then just charm them down and take that win. Moving it on to our next battle, we have a Sylveon. We got a Charmier match going on here. Yeah, no, they got Charm too. Okay. They're going to be able to spam their moves a little faster, but I do believe they actually just farm me all the way down, and they'll throw a charge move at whatever I bring in here, which is going to be the Solgaleo. So we got them down a shield, looking good, and we're going to let this go. I think Moonblast still doing a pretty penny worth of damage. Yeah, we're going to farm them all the way down here, looking good. All right, what are they going to be bringing back into the battle here? I do believe this is going to be our last fight. And it is going to be a Reshiram with Fire Fang. Oh, let's go. Haxorus, let's have a little fun here. They're going to be swapping into an Empoleon. Do you see where this is going? They threw to catch. That's okay. I'm not throwing no Dragon Claws over here. And, well, there you go, folks. If you have a Haxorus yourself, make sure you give it a try. Make sure it's shiny, because those do a lot more damage and they give you a lot better luck. I'm joking. They're the same old thing, but you gotta admit this shiny Haxorus is one of the best. Thank you for watching, folks. Again, if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on so you don't miss any of my videos, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
It's out of my hand, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hand. You can never take away the power of my
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
It's out of my hand, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hand. You can never take away the power of my soul.
To compromise where you can. But where you can't, don't. Even if everyone is telling you that something wrong is something right. Even if the whole world is telling you to move. It is your duty to plant yourself like a tree, look them in the eye and say no.